Okay.
So, hi everybody. I'm very happy to have you here. Now I see Grace has just left the room. She may have technical problems, but we start anyway. Maybe she will join later on. As you know, I have tried to contact you, and with your help, it was possible to start with this meeting. Now, I would like to start with my presentation. As you know, we are in the process of transforming our traditional teaching style into a blended learning format, step by step. Our goal is to tailor our blended learning approach to the subject, to the target group, the students, and to specific circumstances in order to optimize student learning success and our efficiency. The teaching and learning process should be improved thanks to digital methods and the media we have. Now, if we look back in 2017, I learned that blended learning was a relevant vision in Tanzanian's education system too. I had my experience before in Namibia and in South Africa. And with our experiments in the following years, I realized that yes, it could be done. The interest among the students was very big. Thanks to the team teaching with Christian, the methods were successfully adapted to local conditions. In 2025, you were joining also the courses. Several participants confirmed that they were able to pass on the knowledge to colleagues at their institutions. Some already had experience in passing on blended learning methods. This gives us confidence now that thanks to local ownership, the project can be scaled up and thus become sustainable. We are really now at a turning point. And we are trying now to create some sort of task force to make it more flexible, to improve the scaling. And their local ownership is a key to success. Well, I imagine that a local task force consisting of a few people will focus on important aspects. The following domains come in mind. There is the training. So as we had in the year, last year or in 2025, you were actually doing the courses together with Christian. And I think there could be a person that is organizing and conducting training courses further on. Then we started with this website with call it a blended learning success stories. And I think it would be a good idea to have one person focusing on collecting further materials and examples of success stories. There could be another aspect, the promotion of communication with learning communities of blended learning practitioners. As I heard from here and there are in some institutions, there are projects running. And I think the connection or the communication between these groups would be excellent. That would make things very much more successful. What I also think could be a section is that the maintenance of a technical help desk. If you have somebody who is proficient with technical problems, I'm quite confident, I'm quite optimistic that if people who have troubles find a person to ask for help, that would be a very good idea. In the meantime, I say welcome to Grace and to Philip, who have joined us right now. So, I mean, this is just my proposal, that this learning task force, blended learning task force, could consist of a few people who would join together and do the organizing work. And I'm quite, I could imagine that you have other ideas. I will ask you afterwards whether you have other aspects that you think would also be very important. Now, on my side, I also are willing to support the process from far away. First of all, I have just started to redesign our website, the step-by-step from traditional to blended learning, blended on online learning. This website I improved in the last few days, and I will continue to add new information to make it more digestible. And I will maybe later on have time to go into it, what you do that. Because once you do some courses, it would be excellent to have resources that you can use anytime for your courses. I am at the moment with a Christian trying to creating a paper, how to implement blended learning at university institutions in Tanzania. This is a document that is already existing, but it's not finished yet. And we were talking about this, Christian and me, and we are trying to finish this in the next few weeks, because we realized that it would be helpful if there are institutions who are at the beginning, that they can see what experiences we made. And the third element that I can contribute are occasional Zoom sessions on topics of your choice. If you think you have a wish, if you want a support, is it for you personally, for a group, or maybe for a course, just let me know. I would be willing and ready to join in your courses. Now, before we go on and discuss what the next steps are, please tell me, what are your comments to these proposals? Do you think there is something missing? What do you think this is possible? Please just give your comments.
Thank you very much. Only that before we give the comments, I would like to. There are some people who are in a noisy place. If they could put off their mic, I don't know who is this.
Can you
Grace, please, can you mute your mic?
Yes.
Grace, mute your mic. Grace, mute your mic.
Well, I think it's okay now.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay.
let's.
Yeah.
Are there any comments about
Yes.
my proposal of creating a task force?
With me, I concur. I concur with your idea. It's just a great idea to have a task force that will work together to organize for further training in order to pass the knowledge that we received into others. So organizing a training, having a workforce to organize a training is such a great idea.
Okay.
So I totally agree with you. Yeah, that can be very efficient. Yeah.
Do you already have an idea who could be part of this task force? So I frankly would like to ask you, would you be ready to join this task force and be active?
I agree. I'll be one of them.
Okay, great.
Also,
Please.
sir, for me also, I'll be one of them. As also, I strongly support the idea for establishing the blended learning task force.
Okay.
As one of the excellent steps, of course, towards strengthening the local ownership, ensuring sustainability of this action.
Wonderful.
So for me, I strongly recommend that including these representatives. I think for me, it's a very excellent idea.
Okay. Thank you very much. I see Juma was making a thumb up. Juma, can you please make your comment as well? Juma, we can't hear you. You're still muted.
Hello, I've got the problem of network.
Okay, great.
I haven't heard anything about what you are talking about. You are talking about what?
Okay, we are now talking about the task force, whether we will create a task force of a few people who will try to organize the blended learning project in the future. I can do some support from afar, but it should be a local task force who focuses on organizing further courses and so on.
Okay.
Are you happy to join such a task force?
Yes, I'm happy.
Okay, thank you.
I'm
very
ready.
much. Please go on.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your willingness to collaborate. We have at the moment Boniface, Protas, Grace, and Juma. You gave me a sign with a thumb up. Do I interpret it correctly? You will also join. I can't hear you, Juma. Somehow. Now, yes. Okay. Can you, somehow you are muted. I try to solve this problem. Now you should be able to. No, not yet. Juma, I can't hear you. I can't unmute. I can't unmute. Why is that? Okay, you made a sign of thumb up, so I interpret it as a positive reaction. So you left now, maybe you will join us again and then it will work, hopefully. Okay. Now
Excuse me,
let's. Yeah.
may I talk a bit? Yeah. I have this, there is this Queen. Queen have not been able to join today,
Yeah.
but bearing the, I mean, the experience we had with her, that she participated in the training, in the last training, I would suggest that maybe later we can contact her personally, even if she's not in this meeting. She can also make, I know she works, she's a hardworking woman.
Yes.
We can work together with her. Just a
I'm-
suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your proposal. I'm really absolutely positive to your opinion. Yes, I think she was so motivated and she was working so hard that she certainly is also would be a very good. Now I see that also Philip Clemens is also positive, and he writes in the chat, hello, I'm willing to contribute anything towards task force. So I see that we, all those who have come together today, are willing to join us at the task force, and as Boniface suggested, it would probably also be interesting to have Queen with us. And Juma also, I mean, he somehow has all of a sudden problems to communicate with us. But anyway, we have taken note that he has also interest in joining us. So if I just have a look at what we had so far, now I think it's up to you as a group to organize yourself, to find out who is actually in charge of in-service training, who would take charge of the maintenance of the website with the success stories. And if you have problems, you can always contact me and I will support you. You don't have to do it on your own. Whenever I can help anybody, I will absolutely support you. Then maybe who is the one who is trying to hold together all those who may not be as active as you are, but who are also part of the whole learning communities. That could be another sector of the task force. And maybe you find somebody among you, or you find somebody else who could run a help desk with that could be communicated to the whole learning communities. If you have a technical problem, why don't you ask him or her to solve the problems that you have? So I suppose the best, I will send you all a mail with all this information, and then I think it's best if you can organize yourself, and then you will come up with some sort of a organizational structure that is ideal for you. What I propose was just an idea from myself, but you know better what will work for the future. That's why I think that's That's the way forward. Now, for the continuing, I planned to have some more meetings at these dates. I have a number of topics. We could talk about, that's my proposal, completing the Blended Learning Success Stories website. There we could demonstrate how to implement new examples and so on. And on the 14th of November, I could talk about, we could exchange more about the website, problems to this topic. At the end of November, I have thought maybe I could talk about how to improve our computer skills in general, about different Office products. I could give you some information. In December, I would like to propose to talk about different course structures for your colleagues. If you want to run a course for your colleagues, I can also give you a lot of material. And that is actually what I would like to do. Give you now an idea where you can get resources for your courses, because up to now, our course was more or less the resource just for the course itself. But now I have changed the course, the website, and I have first section, study blended learning course. That's if you want to study more about blended learning. These are the 7 chapters that I have always here. And it works like this. I have included more information, which is new, but it's not, it's at the same purpose of making the transfer from traditional to blended learning as easy as possible. There are lots of things that are still as we had it, but there are also new ones. And I have also, for each chapter, I have a chapter review where you can go on to discuss questions. And once you have discussed this, you can get hints. And then you get the answer to this. So it is also an interactive website where you can work yourself with, or when you have colleagues who want to learn about blended learning, there is everything. Chapter 2 is about planning the course, all things that I have done before. Then about learning resources, I have included many, many more sources that where you find open education resources, many more than were before. So it's even for you, it might be helpful to have a look at it. And for the rest, many things are as before. I have a workshop on PowerPoint, a workshop on video tutorials. Then chapter 4, design the teaching process, which I also have made it a little bit different. Then about the learning environment is also, I have included elements that you were asking me to talk about, how to create table of contents, how to arrange, how to put on the website a tool that lets the students submit assignments. and about asynchronous discussion boards. I have also given more information about teaching the course and about the quality control. Now, up on top of this study material, I have here a section of sharing the blended learning with colleagues. That's probably the resources that you might look for when you give your own courses to your colleagues. I have here a review of what was done up to now. I have it's not new for you, the project report that I sent you also, where the vision, how we go on from now, is presented. Then I have an archive with a lot of material that you might use. For instance, a presentation for a kickoff meeting, a presentation of chapter 1, chapter 2. It's an introduction into each chapter that you can also download and use and change and whatever you can. It might be helpful for you, so you don't have to start from scratch. You can take what is there and use it for your own courses. Then I have some documentation about the follow-up courses. Whatever I presented there is here as well. And then an element that we will once in the future we will discuss. I am not very happy about the discussion boards that are available for free nowadays. Years ago, there were plenty of excellent discussion boards, but they are now all expensive. Now I have included ideas how to create discussion boards with with Google Docs, for instance. And I have here an idea to create what we call a cafe, a bar where people meet and can exchange information. Or when you try to make a brainstorming, this is another example. If you want to create a debate, that's another example how you could arrange this with Google Docs. And then I have a number of embedded applications that also have a free option. This is Discuss. This is Google Groups. This is another forum. And I also have an information about how to use WhatsApp communities that you can structure. And finally, there's another kind of a collaboration tool, which is called Padlet, which I also describe here. You can go into it. You can also communicate. You can put in posts just to find out how this is. And maybe some of you want to include such a discussion board on your website as well. Then you may decide to use, for instance, Google Groups or whatever else. This is my contribution to give you as much resources as possible. So the start for you is a bit easier. Any comments to this contribution?
Oh, this is such a great work. Professor, we really appreciate this. You have done a lot. And in my opinion is that what we need to do as a task force, we need to meet and then have a discussion on structuring a course and think of the venue, how to get the participants, make kind of make a structure, and then from there, with all these resources you have made ready available to us, we'll have a nice kickoff. Thank you very much. It's such a great way. Thank you.
You're most welcome, because I'm happy if you can use it. It has been produced over the years now, and that's why I thought it would be a shame just if you want to create courses, if there is already something around, then it might be easier for you to start with something. And all these PowerPoint presentations you can download, and then you can improve or adapt or cut to pieces, whatever you want.
That's very great.
Well, I think my very ambitious goal and expectation for the meeting today has been really achieved. It's Glory who is just joining us as well. I think that's Gloria, probably. I let her enter. So I will send you, specifically the participants of this meeting, an email with all the ideas, and then I would be happy if you could organize yourself, create such a task force. Then for me it's much easier to support you, because then I have people to address, people who I know they are willing and they are involved in this whole transformation process. And so I can imagine that our contribution and our collaboration, even if it's over a few thousand kilometers, will be successful. And I'm very happy to see how motivated you have joined. And let's try, and if you have a proposal, if you have an idea, just bring it up. I mean, I am confident and I'm convinced that you are the best placed people to say what you need. For me, it's always a guesswork. But if you say, yes, I have a project, I will run a course with a few people, and then it's much easier for me to help. Then we have a concrete project to realize. I invite you to raise your voice to say something. Now I see, Juma, you are unmuted. You can talk.
Yes, sir. I was listening.
Okay, you could hear it, but somehow I couldn't unmute you.
Yeah, sure. I have understood what you spoke.
Mm-hmm.
And as I showed that I'm the one who is ready to go on with the project.
Yes. Then I interpreted your thumb up correctly, huh?
Yeah, sure. So
sure.
I'm ready. And I think we will organize our team, because some of us, we are online, and I tried to call our fellows. Some has excuses now, but I think they are ready, like Queen and some others that I spoke to them. So we are promising you that we will create our group, and we will let you know when you will be ready on going on with the project.
Thank you very much. So I have recorded this session, and all those who were not able to connect or had no time or whatever, they can still have a look at it and see that we today really made well, started a new development, and I'm very proud of you, and that will be a great time. I'm looking forward. I have to thank you all very from my heart, and I'm looking forward to hear from you what will be decided. So
Yeah.
thank you very much. It's the last opportunity to give a comment. Otherwise, I will send you to the weekend and wait for you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. So bye-bye and have a nice time. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a nice
Bye-bye.
weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.